Is today the day? Could it really be? It is, isn't it? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, come on, come on, come on. Today is the GTA 5 update all again! Oh boy, this is gonna be the best update ever!
Later that evening.
Fuck!
Outcast Animations. Alright guys, here's the deal. This is the worst fucking update yet, alright? It's the worst. And this is not up for discussion, by the way. If you like this update, you thought it was good, you didn't think it was the worst, well, you're fucking wrong. Alright? So sit down, shut up, and get educated. This is the truth right here. Let's start off with talking about the big point of this update, the flight school. Now, let me ask you guys something. I haven't played the flight school in single player, but from my understanding, it's the same goddamn thing. All they had to do was port it into multiplayer, and guess what? Nobody fucking wanted it. At least I know I didn't. What's the big deal of it? You make some money at the beginning. Yeah, you can make like 200k if you get golds all the way through, but first of all, it's hard as shit. Second of all, well, you can't do it again. After you do it again, you make menial cash, and you haven't racked up nearly enough to buy anything this update offers. Like I said, I never fucking wanted this, and to my understanding, nobody really likes flight school ever. In one of the GTAs, I believe San Andreas, the flight school mission is known as the worst mission ever. Nobody likes this shit. And like I said, it doesn't even come out to be useful in the end. It makes you a couple bucks, which is all that 200k is in comparison to the rest of the update. And what else does it give you? Oh, it ups your flight skill. Let me tell you something, Rockstar. Everybody's got that shit up if they ever fucking played this game. This game's been out for a while. Nobody really gives a shit about their skills. It doesn't help in the least. Nobody cares about RP that much anymore either. Because the only thing, hey, maybe some people still want the minigun. But there's a good majority of people who are fucking over level like 9,000. It's fucking some Goku ass shit. I don't even know what to say. So for God's sakes, Rockstar, why don't you make an update that helps us with, I don't know, money? Biggest issue in this update is the prices. Oh, and this shit right here. Double tapping to get to the camera. I get it. Seems practical. It's fucking not. It's annoying as shit. Get rid of it. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, the prices in this update are fucking phenomenal. I mean, I don't get it. Why? I mean, it's understandable for what you're buying in relevance to the rest of the airplane site. Everything is in about that price range, so it's understandable, I guess, for it to all be that expensive. But then you have to even that out with less expensive things. The least expensive thing is the new car, which is almost 700,000. Fucking crazy. In the High Life update, you see there's a nice range of prices. You can afford some of them, actually. There was the one really expensive one which you could try for, or you could settle for the less expensive but still cool things. This update doesn't offer that in the least fucking bit, alright? And again, I'll say it, it's understandable the prices for the things they've added, but they have nothing else to equate those extreme prices. And the problem with that is that Rockstar has been trying a little bit too hard lately to get us to buy their goddamn shark cards. It's fucking ridiculous, man. This isn't no free-to-play game where we should be buying the extra currency or some shit. This is a game we paid for, and you promised us stuff, and you still want to suck the money out of us. You know, I can't even believe that Rockstar's gotten away with this heist shit for this long, okay? This was something they promised on release. Isn't that like false advertising? Can't they get sued for this bullshit? And they're still trying to track money out of us. It's fucking ridiculous. I think Rockstar saw this argument coming on with this update, though. So they thought, oh, let's make the missions that are longer pay more. Yeah, that was a good idea, Rockstar. You had the right idea in heart. But then you also said, hey, let's fuck them over anyway. What they did was they took the longer missions and basically made them make as much as the missions everybody had been grinding to make some kind of decent money. So it's not even like anything had gotten over the top expensive that it would become, I don't know, fucking helpful. And then they took all the ones that people could grind, like Coveted and Rooftop Rumble, and they just nerfed the shit out of it. Again! What the hell? They're just making money harder and harder to make at every turn. I'm just praying that this will be much less of an issue by the time the heists come out. That should fix the problem in some way, but fucking right now, this is outrageous. So next to overly priced vehicles and bullshit missions nobody wanted to do, what's the next big sell point of this update? Colored parachutes and a second parachute or something. Yay! It's not that big a deal. It doesn't seem like that difficult of a mechanic to say, hey, you can jump, you use the parachute, and then if you let go, you can use it again. Ain't that neat? And I guess you could say that adding these new parachute colors and bags is the equivalent to adding like new clothes with the updates, which by the way, they didn't fucking do at all. What they added this shit? This is ugly as shit. Who the fuck's gonna wear this? Oh, what about this? Yeah, this is a nice hat. Yeah, it's fucking fashionable. But here's the thing, if that's the equivalent to adding clothes in an update, well, clothes in the update was never really the big selling point of any of the previous updates. It was everything else around it, and that was a nice extra. And, you know, this doesn't feel like an extra. This feels like it's supposed to be a main point, that we're supposed to really get a lot of enjoyment out of a new backpack. What the shit? With that in mind, I'd like to move on to the next point of anger. The fucking update trailer. I think I understand the reasoning behind leaking the update trailer the day before the actual update. You know, because the community had been waiting every Tuesday and expecting the update to come out, and they never had any real evidence to believe it except, hey, it's Tuesday, hopefully it'll come the fuck out already. So this time, they wanted to make sure everybody knew and everybody was confident that this Tuesday wouldn't be like the last. Okay, I get it, but here's where you fucked up, Rockstar. First of all, trailers in general tend to make this mistake. Trailers tend to lead up to something that just isn't there. This trailer made this update look way better than it was by any means. And it gave the impression that there were to be more things than the update actually let out. Like, for instance, the clothing. There was no real clothing added in this update, but in the trailer, it looked like they were wearing new army outfits and shit, and I saw someone with dog tags. You can't get any of that, so why was it in the trailer? And this brings me to my next furious point. Why did this update take so fucking long? People were waiting a really long time for this update. This is one of the longest updates we've ever waited for, and it doesn't fucking justify that much time. There's nothing in it. And the trailer does nothing more than make you think, oh, this last whole week we were waiting, they were just making that shit. Especially because there's stuff in the trailer that isn't even in the game, which means they had to have put extra effort into making the trailer. Well, we don't want a trailer. We want the fucking shit. Give us the content.
Look, guys, here's the thing. In the end, the update just does not merit the time it took to make the update. It doesn't, in any way. Usually an update, at least, if the actual update and the features it added are shit, there's always still the clothes, the masks, and the new guns to deal with. None of those. There's none. You know, except the bullshit they added in clothes, but that doesn't fucking count. Here's a couple of suggestions I have that I think would improve this update, and that could have easily been done. One, first and foremost, quit being greedy pieces of shit, Rockstar, and just let us make a little more money, why don't you, huh? Please? Can you find it in your heart to quit being shitbags? Number two, Flight School could have been done better. And here's how. If you're gonna have it as solo missions that you can only make a good amount of money from once, here's what you should have did. There's 10 missions already, right? So let's say instead you make 20 missions. Just make another 10 individual different kind of missions. Can't be that hard, use your little noggin. And then make 3 variations of each mission. You know, simply just a different location or track or whatever, but the same type of mission. You can then have 10 a week and just set up a server to cycle through them week by week. You know, like weekly missions in Halo or Call of Duty or whatever. Do the same thing here. Week by week, the missions will reset and scramble, and each time you'll have to make the records again, and you can make a good bit of money each week. That'd be really fucking cool. Do that. Another thing that would have been really neat to see in an update that's so centered on flying vehicles is planes that would leave behind the smoke that you could write shit with. That'd be fucking hilarious. Imagine joining a public game and looking up into the sky and seeing a bunch of dick clouds. That's entertainment. There's no better entertainment than dick clouds. And now just a word to the wise, Rockstar, unless the next update you're gonna do this with is the heist update, don't make another fucking trailer. Alright, that's not, if you wanna let people know, just put a little post on Social Club. You don't need to get all eccentric. We get it. There's an update coming out. Hurry the fuck up and give it to us, alright? I hope I have opened your eyes to the truth, guys. This update sucks dick, alright? And I hope we're all aware of that now. But if you still disagree with me, there's a comment section down below for you to put all your hate. If you do agree with me, well then share your love down there too. You know, it can be used for all different kinds of things. Hey, and while you're doing all this, you know, write in and type in and you should subscribe too, and you know, hit that like button while you're at it. I mean, it couldn't hurt, right? I mean, what? And it's not gonna save any African children, but hey, it'll help me out. And remember, kids, it's only harassment if you make it harassment. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Outrageous.